Yes, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Today, what we're going to be doing is an Arsenal Manchester United preview for the big match on Wednesday. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal will be facing in a massive clash versus another Premier League juggernaut in Manchester United. Of course, this is Ruben Amorim's, what is it, second, third, sorry, is it his fourth game in charge at Manchester United already? This is a team that's looking a lot better since Ten Hag has left, and we're going to be facing them. And honestly, Mikel Arteta is a must-win. Every game is a must-win. With Liverpool 9 points ahead, we have to win every single game. And I have a wonderful show for you guys. I'm going to have Dan Potts. I'm going to have Kaz. I'm going to have none other than the man himself, Mr. Structure Nerdine. And everyone's going to be joining us very soon. But before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button and support the channel, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget to check out everyone's channels. The links to their channels and their channel names are in the title of today's video. But first, I got my boy Kaz in the building. Of course, never a foul regular. And how you doing, Kaz? How you been?
Fighting my corner. Never the better.
You're in a good mood today, I can tell already. As for Manchester United, we're playing in the FA Cup,
Yeah, light work, man.
Light
Why
work.
you're not too busy focused on Champions League? Yeah, man, we're all right, man.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, man. You know what? You know what it is, a guy. Yeah, you can get knocked out early again. You can go focus on the league, right? So
I seen you posted that on your Twitter.
Yeah,
you really believe Manchester United is the early? When was the last time we played each other in the FA Cup? I don't even remember.
You know what? You said Potts is on, innit?
Yeah.
He might remember. He's a bit older than me. He's got probably better memory.
It can't be the last time we played each other.
Was it Antonio Valencia was playing and he gave away the goal? Was it that?
They're saying Danny Welbeck.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to think.
Danny Welbeck. That was when Danny Welbeck scored. Was that not in the FA Cup?
I think so. Can't really think because I know we played in the FA Cup final. What is that? 05. But bar that, I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah. So if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, Manchester United and Arsenal will be facing off on Wednesday, but also will officially announce that Arsenal will be facing Manchester United will be facing Arsenal to defend their FA Cup. And also, we're the two teams with the most FA Cups? So it's like we're going to be knocking out our direct rival.
Yeah, 6 years ago. Yeah, you know what? Funny enough, 6 years ago, you beat us 3-1. Yeah, I remember.
Was that Danny Welbeck?
I think it was. I believe it was. It had to be in it. 6 years. Yeah, it would have been. Danny Welbeck would have seen being at your club.
It's a tough draw, It's a tough draw. We faced Liverpool last year in the FA Cup.
It was at the Emirates. No, it was at the Emirates. So yeah, it might have been.
It can't be at the Emirates because we wore the blue kit.
That was another time maybe because that blue kit you're thinking about might have been back in like 2014, 13 maybe, and I think we also lost that one.
You know what? Why are we talking about it when I can find it right now? Let me just find it. We played each other so many times, bro. I can't remember how many times we played each other. But I know I've been to a couple games recently. Manchester United, Arsenal. I seen Cristiano Ronaldo up live. Rashford and Elanga were so fast on the pitch.
My last Arsenal Man United game.
I went to the game last year where we won 3-1. I went to that game. I went to the game where Ronaldo. Bruno missed a penalty.
Oh, that's club friendlies.
Was it this game 3-1? Bruno missed a penalty.
Yeah, it was. I remember that. That's the one where that absolutely annoyed me. That's the game I went to 2022 when we beat you 3-1.
FA Cup last time you beat us was 19 3-1. That's amazing.
Yeah, Lingard. Yeah.
Lingard dancing. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, a while ago.
Bro, Alexis Sanchez started that game. You see, that's how much of a last.
He scored as well. I don't remember him scoring. That's the crazy part.
Alexis Sanchez's time at Manchester United is very, very
crap. I don't want to remember it at all.
But you know what? One thing I will show you is at home, the home team tends to win these matchups. Look at that. The home team between the two of us tends to win the matchup. So Arsenal at home, yes, we beat you last year. But then you usually get a result at your ground, and we usually get a result at our ground. If you see, the home team is almost always winning. We beat you 1-0 that time. That was
it's a funny old thing. Sometimes that little bit breaks or whatever. We'll see anyways.
The last time you guys got a result at the Emirates in the league, I can't remember.
Well, it's right in front of you.
2017.
Oh, at the Emirates, 19 was the FA Cup, innit? That was the last time.
2017 in the league.
Yeah, in the league, it might have been a while ago.
Okay, no, that's a minute. Look at that. What was the team back then? It is not even showing me. But yeah, the rest of the boys are going to be joining us very soon. Dan's just finishing up his show, and I think Nardine. Did I not send him the link? I did send him the link. He's going to be joining us very soon also. But yo, Kaz, what's the team news with Manchester United?
Yoro's back, but don't expect him to start. If he starts just like that, then that'll be a bit of a weird one. You know, we got no Mainu, suspended. Sandro suspended. I wouldn't have played either of them. Mainu just come back, play him again 3 days later. You're just asking to aggravate some sort of injury. So I don't think he would have started anyways. Lissandro, again, I probably wouldn't have played him. I would have. He's the most right now in world football. He's the most progressive defender, centre back. By the way, just let you know, by a country mile. Go look it up by a double.
Kobe Mainu.
No, Lissandro as a centre back, most progressive.
Oh yeah. Lissandro though, we know
but the thing is with this, the part with that for me is I need pace. I'm looking at the pace part with Erdegaard and whatnot. I think Shaw's more suited to this game. So I know that Shaw doesn't technically have a great time against Saka, but at left centre back where he's got a wing back to help him a little bit, I reckon it might suit him a little bit more being close to Agate. My whole point is just don't play Casemiro, please. I don't really. He's just.
Who do you want to start?
Probably the typical team. I honestly, I've been below. I wouldn't even play him. I would put Malacia there. Because I think you can be more responsible in a defensive job with Shaw, who's got a bit more pace to his game. I think Malacia would suit it a little bit more.
What changes are you making from the Everton team? Just that one change?
I'd put Malacia in. I'll put Mount in. So that's the second change. I think I would go with Xerxes again, maybe, if not Højlund, just because of the pressing part. If you play Rashford, don't play Højlund. If you play Højlund, then don't play Rashford, innit? That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. You know what? Today, no one's going to be talking about Arteta, hopefully. Big up Andrew Wright says Kaz for the W.
Hopefully. We will.
Andrew, you got Andrew Wright. Big up for the super chat, man. Really do appreciate it. Kaz wants a W, obviously. You're not going to the game.
No, of course not. You try to find me a ticket if you can at the Emirates in Man United section. Good luck.
I don't think you can find away tickets. Away tickets are extremely difficult to find. Away tickets, especially in these kind of matchups, impossible almost to find.
Yeah, they want you to spend something stupid, man. What?
As for Arsenal, our team news is going to be pretty straightforward. I feel like Ben White's out, Moreno's out, Tomiyasu's out, and Partey is doubtful.
Now, oh my God, please. That's music to my ears. Now I've got a chance.
Yeah, Partey is doubtful. Not 100% sure if he's going to be 100% back from his muscular issue. As for Moreno is doubtful also due to a knee issue. They both missed the previous game, so I doubt that both of them will be back for this game. If Partey does miss the game, I still trust Jorginho though. Jorginho's a solid backup.
I think he's a good player. Anyways, I think as I said, Jorginho and Rice is the better partnership for me. I don't really like Declan Rice against Man United as well, in some cases. But for me, it's like if you want to hit them on the break, I think you might have some issues down your left, but my right hand side, innit? Because I don't care if you've got Trossard and that on the right. I like Mazraoui and I like Ahmad. To be honest, and one thing I think, if you're going to invert Calafiori, who I don't think is the greatest defensively, anyways, Jorginho trying to cover could spell quite. You know, I don't mind that as much. Getting the ball off you lot is a long day though. Let's get one thing straight. It's for me. It's just put any defensive-minded players on that left-hand side. Just wrap it up, man. Agate, Malacia, not the low because he's progressing with that left. Allow it. Just I don't know what it is with the low in the left wing back role. I hate him there. Luke Shaw, yeah, man. Just do whatever you can. That's all I can say. Do whatever you can. Let Declan Rice have long shots. Don't mind it, man. If he wants to shoot, go for it. Go for it. Have be my guest. You might get one, maybe. But Rashford couldn't have hit
Partey's in that position. You won't let him shoot it.
No. Because last time, innit? Yeah, allow it. I'm not having that. Nah.
Listen, Manchester United Arsenal is always going to be a crazy game, though. You know, I want to talk about one thing. Rashford, He's turned around his form.
No, he hasn't.
He has.
He's turned
And-
around his goal scoring, but not his form. He's had one game where he looked more decent against it. Do you know what I mean? In terms of that was thanks to Amorim's tweak, by the way. Thanks to Amorim's tweak that helped Rashford out massively. At half time, especially. But I wouldn't say he's form. I'd just say he's just got some shooting boots. Fine. He's got 3 goals in his last 2 Premier League games. Go do it again.
People are saying Rashford is starting to score goals because he has a new girlfriend.
Yeah, man, he got a snow bunny, some good milk. I understand. We've all been there, man. If you've got yourself a new wife, like you're seeing someone that you like, have you not noticed that your work motivation goes up? Do you know what I mean?
Are you really thanking Grace for Rashford's form?
Yeah, man, get that price tag up because get sold in the summer, man. Get you know what I'm saying? Get that price tag up, man. Time to go, anyways.
You really would sell him?
Yeah, 100%. I don't need.
You know me, bro. I like Rashford. I would take him in a heartbeat. I think he's a massive. He'd be a massive upgrade on Trossard and Martinelli.
I'd put him in an environment like London. You know, do the world of good for him.
Yeah, everyone say. I just looked online. People are saying Rashford's form dips when he loses his girlfriend, comes back when he gets a girlfriend.
It's just true. When he cheated, that was it. Was over.
Say wallahi, is that bad?
I swear down. When he got caught cheating, that's it. Over.
Yeah, welcome Dan to the show.
No, same boys. You good?
What's going on?
Camera's good, bro. We were just talking about Rashford's form going up and down with his girlfriend status. It's crazy.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Would you take him, Dan?
Nah, man.
I would take him. He's a better player than Martinelli and Trossard, bro. Come on.
I think is your mind connected? Is your mind connected?
My audio is so bad, man. My mic is busted, and I'm dealing with about 4 different audio problems for the last couple of days. So I've ordered a new one, but it's not coming until tomorrow or Wednesday. So yeah, apologies for my audio, man. It's awful, and it has been on my.
You just finished up your show anyway, so
yeah, that's calm.
You must have been annoyed doing your show like that too.
Oh, it's horrible, man. And you know what? The problem is because when you got crap audio, no one can hear you as well. You're trying to host, and everyone just talks over you. So it's a nightmare, man. But listen, Rashford, I've never been a fan, mate, and I feel like he's a bit overrated.
Really?
Yeah, I feel he's overrated. I've never been on the Rashford hype. I don't think he's right up here.
Would you take Rashford over Martinelli and Trossard?
No, I wouldn't, because I feel like Trossard has delivered. Last season got, I think, more goals than him. I think Rashford got purple patch the season before last. I think he got 15 goals, but Martinelli got the same amount. So I don't think that his levels over what we want. I wouldn't be taking Rashford ahead of Kvaratskhelia or Nico Williams or some of the other guys we've been linked with, man. That's what I would say.
Fair. By the way, we were just speaking about the team news. Did you hear we're in the FA Cup with facing Manchester United? By the way, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Can you believe that, man?
I love that, man.
Man City, yeah, Liverpool, and now Man United. Like even Kaz United, as a United fan, you must be thinking, "Oh no."
I love it. I love it. It's like we beat Tottenham. My thing in the Carabao, I'm like, yeah, that's probably ours then. We beat Arsenal. I'm thinking like, who's beating me? Like, we got one more FA Cup. I want that trophy. We got one more FA Cup to equal yours, and that's what you can't run that title no more. A bit like if Liverpool win the league this year, they're gonna say, "Well, we got the same amount of league titles." But I'll say my comeback is you ain't got the same amount of prems. So do you know what I mean? That's at least I've got a one comeback. Yeah, man. I like it. You know what? I like it, but because I'm one of the few that still really enjoy the FA Cup. Personally, I really do.
100%, man. 100%.
I prefer that more than the Europa League, but Europa League nowadays means more, unfortunately. So there we go.
Do you know what's mad? I actually think you've got more chance winning the Europa League than the FA Cup.
Well, I mean, Spurs are involved in both, innit? So there's always a chance.
Mate, Spurs ain't.
Hey, but last year we thought Liverpool were going to win the Europa League, and they lost to Atlanta. You never know with these European competitions.
Yeah. True.
True. The only team that's guaranteed to win a trophy this season maybe is probably Chelsea because the Conference League is
Atalanta also beat Amorim just before they played Liverpool. There you go. There's a little thing for you.
That's true.
Liverpool guaranteed a trophy as well.
Yeah, Liverpool are not guaranteed a trophy.
Yeah, I think they are, bro.
I'd rather them win the Prem than the
Wait. You think the league is done?
Yeah.
Dan, why are you so defeated, bro?
Because we're going to take points of you on Wednesday. There you go.
No, we're going to win on Wednesday, but I'll tell you why, right? We now need not a miracle because that's way over the top, but we need to basically go unbeaten for the majority of this season, and we need Liverpool to somehow drop 3 or 4
Pick up
games.
Nardine.
Yes, Nurdin. I would say we need Liverpool to drop 3-4 games, and Arsenal pretty much got to be flawless for the rest of the season. I just don't see it again. You know, and I know we've seen this movie before. We have a cluster of results. We go on a run. Everyone gets excited. And then we have another cluster of results. That's basically what will happen. And everyone will start getting hyped, and you'll be one of them, Miguel. You'll be getting gassed around about March time. Yeah. And then we'll get to about March, April, and we'll start to have a cluster of results again. And
But then I view it differently. I view this as a game
well,
that's maybe like
I know you do, but
one second. I view this as a situation where it's like Liverpool are currently doing well. They're ahead of us in the league, but they drop one loss, 6 points. You know what I mean? And then and then from there you're looking at it and it's not as damning anymore. And I do believe our schedule right now, the fixtures, the way the fixtures are lining up, and how we've played a lot of our tougher games already to start the season, we could definitely have a second half of the season like we did last year. And Liverpool, all it takes is 1 or 2 results to go against them. And it's no longer a 9-point gap. It could be broken down to a 4 or 3-point gap.
Do you agree, though, that the cups are now more important for the weekends? Do you agree the cups are now more important? It's more important to win the cup, stays in the cups, than it is for the weekend games.
Bro, everything is important.
Well, Mikel Arteta never goes like that, brother.
Everything is important. Mikel Arteta should prioritize the League Cup, should prioritize the FA Cup, should prioritize every game. We should not be resting our players in a competition where we're so close to win.
We've got more time to win in the Champions League than the league. I honestly believe that.
No. We definitely have a better chance of winning the league. The Champions League, there's a level of heritage that we need to worry about and get over our heads.
We say this. Man City's dropped off. Real Madrid don't look that great. Exactly. And I'm not going to write off that Real Madrid at the moment, but they're getting absolutely bunched up. But they don't look balanced. I mean, I think it's anyone. I think Inter Milan's got.
Let me ask the Man United fans: will Liverpool win the league?
I don't want them to. I want Arsenal to win the league.
I want Chelsea. I'm putting my eggs.
Will they drop off? Talk to me.
Well, the pressure builds in it when you are at the top. I mean, I remember 12 points. Newcastle were 12 points clear. I remember your boys being nearly 12 points clear, and we caught up with you. I remember we were 12 points clear, and Arsenal came and won the league. So the pressure when you're on top, you lose one and draw one, and the pressure gets sticky when you're on the top. For me, the biggest thing is that I don't think Arsenal are going to get the opportunity to win the league. They have to take it this season. And I genuinely mean that from an outsider's point of view. I don't think you're going to get a better chance to win the league than this season. Because I really do think there are 75 points or 70 points to play for still? Still a lot of points to play for. And I do feel you've gone through your injuries. What shocked me about your football club, personally, what shocked me, was the fact that the Cronkies did not back Arteta.
That's my
in
one.
the summer when you become so close 2 years in a row. Like
I
was so dumbfounded. It's unbelievable. If Manchester United are that close to, and you know that without certain players, if 1 or 2, 3 of your key players don't get injured, you need to have like for like almost. I know you can't do it scientific. It's not the way, but you would have another 3 players that give you a different way of winning, a different way to win. So for me, I don't want Liverpool winning. I want to be I want to be the only fan. Well, the only fans. I want our fans to be the only fans who can sing 20 times Manchester United. I don't want to ever think that Liverpool fans sing.
We're gonna have to change it. We're gonna have to change. We're gonna have to change it to 13 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we have to kind of make it a different context.
We're gonna have to do that. So I don't, but I really think teams can get at them. I'm not gonna lie to you. They look good. They've been consistent. They've been getting the results. But in their games, have they been that amazing? Yes, the defense the other day were great. But let's be real out here. This is a Man City. Those players on Man City side, on the people who are on the pitch, are imitating Man City players. They're not Man City players in a recent couple of years. They were imitators. It was embarrassing. It was the most humiliating. And I've told every City fan I've seen today or yesterday that you've let Manchester down. Couldn't even get a flipping draw. Couldn't even get a draw. You went to the Scousers and couldn't even get a draw, stink out the place with a draw. So for me, I think Liverpool, I think there's going to be, trust me, there's going to be twists and turns in this season. And I think tomorrow,
Nadeem, the way people are speaking, they're speaking as if Liverpool are unpenetrable. They're not going to drop points.
It ain't. Do you know what it is, Igal? It ain't even that. I'll tell you what it is. It's what
I trust Arsenal to get on a run. Dan, we're not going to lose a game until February.
On a run, but do you trust us to better Liverpool? Do you trust us to better Liverpool season by 10 points?
I trust us to go undefeated till February.
And you got Anfield as well, mate. And you've got to come to Old Trafford.
Anfield is the second game of the season.
How about
second last game of the season?
If I see Newcastle beat Liverpool, I will gracefully not care if you spank us on Wednesday. I don't care. Give you a head start.
We play at the same time. That's the problem.
No, we don't. We play 45 minutes.
Yeah, we do.
So it's all staggered. There you go. I don't mind. As long as my boys or men or whatever, Amorim's Maybach Reds decide to put in a decent performance, cool, whatever. But right now, as it stands, I don't care about the performance on Wednesday anymore. I want my points in it because I've got beef with certain individuals. So on that notice,
who do you got beef with?
Wolfie and Tottenham. So like,
and
I know
Tottenham
and it's not the standard. Yeah. This is just personal content creation parts, and obviously, I don't mind crashing it on you lot again. Like I don't mind it. So I say again, I ain't been able to in the last since Anthony scored. There you go.
Okay. Can I ask one question though?
2017. So our record for us tomorrow is a hit because it's a free hit because we've just got a new manager, and
it is a free hit.
We've been
you can't lose your head if you lose.
Unbelievable. We can't lose our head because everybody knows we're on a journey. But the thing about it tomorrow is that it's Amorim thinking, let me put a marker down here, and actually, come on, the players, come on, let me see, let's go for it, guys, and let's see what we can do. Or would he be like, in certain part of the game, okay, let's hold what we've got.
You're facing us with Odegaard back. You're facing us with our best player.
I don't care what you got though. We shouldn't care.
No, of course. Listen, Odegaard for me, he makes your team. He Saka might get the headlines, score the goals, whatever. Odegaard knits everything together for you lot. Who you playing in midfield? So it'd be
Partey might miss the game, so it's gonna be Rice, potentially Rice. What do you call it? Potentially Rice, Odegaard, and who else? Do you think Partey will be back in time?
Jorginho, I reckon.
Why Partey injured?
That's it's a plus. I ignored it.
You think Partey will be back?
Nah, I don't. Maybe
it was a muscular concern.
Well, we already. Well, your boy Zinchenko decided he wanted to bait out Arteta's whole plan, and and say, Arteta basically, because injured people, get your wash bags, mate. You're gonna go on the bus or go in the Emirates Stadium where people can see you.
If Moreno's fit, if Moreno or Partey are fit, they probably start over Jorginho.
By the way, I couldn't care about Moreno. By the way, he ain't impressed me yet. I just think he's gradually getting his performances that little bit better by better. It could, and that's why I don't really care about him as much as a Rice. Rice just don't stop running. And if you play Casemiro, he's just going to keep dispossessing him, and that's going to annoy me because I can't stand watching Casemiro play football.
All right, Dan, what's your predicted lineup? What are you saying?
Yeah, midfield, I think it will be Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard. Back line is a given. Calafiori left back, right back Timber, Gabriel Saliba, Rare in goal. And then the front three, I think he'll go with Martinelli, Saka, and Havertz this time.
So that's what I think. This is your team, exactly.
Yeah, that is my team. Yeah.
As for the Manchester United guys, is this your team?
No.
What's your predicted 11?
Well, I don't know why Maguire's in there. Get rid of that.
Because Martinez is out.
Yeah, but Luke Shaw
will play, won't he?
As much as I don't agree with Luke Shaw being in the United team, in general, but we got to utilize him because he's not exactly playing left back. He's playing left centre back. So he's not doing as much running as we need. Even though Amorim does like his left centre back to get high up and aggressive, I'm putting De Ligt in the middle and putting Luke Shaw there. I don't want Delo in the team no more. Gets on my nerves in possession. But Delo surprises us. I'm putting Malacia there. I want to see us go forward a little bit progressively with these left footers. I don't mind Diallo on the right. I think he'd be wasted there. But that's where he's been performing. Fernandez, I'd put in the middle, not Casemiro, because I don't want to counter whatever you lot can do in a way. I want to see what we can also do at the same time going forward. Casemiro going forward is just diabolical. It gives away the ball too much. Defensively, though, sound. Like, against Evan, he was all right in his duels, but I don't care about that much. And then I want to see Mount come into the side, but I don't want to see Højlund and Rashford play together. Is Xerxes and Rashford or Højlund and somebody else? I mean, Xerxes and Rashford and Højlund or somebody else. Just not. They can't play together, innit? I just don't think they're good for one another, personally. I think Xerxes might get a nod, but why did Højlund not get no minutes? It's a big indication for me that he's going to start.
Yeah, I think
because he's a pressing monster.
I think Højlund would start, and I actually think Ahmad might not start tomorrow. I think Masraoui might play as the right wing back, and I think Eleni Yoro might make his debut as the right.
Do you reckon because Ahmad? He said Ahmad was because the comments. He said Ahmad was knackered.
He said he was tired. Yeah, that's where the clues are. I'm just taking. So I think maybe Lenny Yoro will play right
side.
You
can play Delo there?
No, Delo will be on the left hand side.
That's horrendous, man.
Yeah.
Is Bruno fit? Because there's rumors he's out.
Yeah.
He's fit.
No, listen, that you have to shoot him or something for that guy not to play.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's that.
You guys not rate Bruno?
I'm not his biggest cup of tea, but he's a weapon, you could say, in some capacity. If you're going to play transition football, yeah, cool. Everton, you must agree, Nuruddin. Everton, he went back to his old habits in the first half. And then as soon as I know that man got a bollock in, because in the second half, it all changed. He stopped doing his coming deep and thinking he's the man. You're not the man no more. You're part of the team, right? Do your job, basically. I
really liked his performance against Bodo Glimt.
Yeah.
Because he played as the deeper number 8 and kept it ticking. Played at one pass extra. Yeah. You know what I mean? Gets it back, gets it like one touch kind of ball. When he starts to hoof ball, it's not that great.
It's not it, man. He tried to do it against Everton to Rashford, and it was like, what are you doing, man? You're giving away possession.
Amorim saying that he's going to make changes because we've got, look at our run.
Talk to me about Ruben. What are your expectations for the manager, the team, for now to the end of the season? Is it a free hit?
Zero expectations for me. Just other than to develop a style of play.
I disagree. I have a little bit of a different expectation. I won't actually say it's detrimental to how I think about him. I think I'm positive we can win something. I expect to win something still. I don't know why, but I just do. Because you know what it is? This is Ten Hag's fault. You won a couple trophies, even though you was crap. So I expect to win one. Do you know what I mean? That's my expectation. But my expectation is developing a style, because all he talks about is style of play and structure. Let's see that as well. So that's the expectation. That's the minimum, I think, bare minimum.
I think the bare minimum expectation is to win a trophy and get into the top 6. That's what I think. Because Manchester United could do that. That table's mad. I don't have a clue what's happening after the top 4. Yeah. And then you've got the Europa League. I mean, you know what? If Ten Hag can win a trophy with this team, then Ruben Amorim can. Let's be real. So there should be a standard of Manchester United to be the best, in my opinion. And I don't think it is just free hit, come where you want, don't win anything, let's just get a style of play. I feel like you could do more than that, personally. I don't think this squad is amazing, but I don't sit there and think it's full of bums. I think that you've got, some players you can get the best out of. And I think Amorim is that sort of manager. If you get that system working, you might see that he gets the best out of players like Rashford. You might get Højlund firing. He might get Bruno back to his best. He's got to try and find what to do with Mount. He's got to look to what to do with Ugarte, who brought in to be this guy. I think that he could get the best out of some of these guys, but he's not a miracle worker. But at the same time, I do think that you should be going for top 6 in a trophy.
Nuruddin, I've got this weird feeling he's going to start Nacho, man.
He could be a miracle worker if he gets Anthony going. Imagine Anthony as a wing back.
Anthony is a lost cause. I'm telling you now, don't get gassed. I know he's just come back. He's a lost cause, man. The only place I want to see Anthony is left wing back and no other wing back. Keep his game simple, he'll be fine. But other than that, he's awful. He passes back.
He could offer you something good at wing back. Is he a good defender?
He's a winger. He's a good defender. Put that in the same sentence. That's what your fan base defend Martinelli with.
No, but Bukayo Saka is one of the better attackers in the league, and he's also one of the better defenders.
But that's like Ahmad. Ahmad also is like that. But guess what? Is relentless at it. The thing is, they're relentless. Anthony's got... All right, if you went on FIFA, and you look at players' stats, there's a stat called balance. Anthony's balance would be 30 because he is right now he's a Bolivian eyelash. He just falls over at any given moment. He's such a feather. He can't keep on his feet, and he's annoying, and he moans, and he's on the ground, and he's arguing plays, he gets yellow cards. It's like, and the last thing you want to do at Emirates right now is start getting these lot pissed off. It's like Anfield a little bit. Like, don't get them not pissed off because then the referees start bottling it. And that's Anthony. I don't like him. Crap. Remontada might ask for 80 million.
You guys had a protest recently. What was that about?
Because tickets are disgustingly high. £66 a ticket. Are you insane?
£66 for the ticket.
Do you know
I'm not gonna lie.
people get
The
paid like
tickets in
50
the
quid
UK
an
are
hour?
quite cheap compared to other sports in North America.
Well, that's what I'm saying to you, because they try to Americanize. They try to have that. They try to turn in European sport into Americanized franchise.
Do you know how much an average NBA ticket
like
was
the
for me
Super
when I
Bowl.
lived in Toronto? Between
$100
$40 to $180.
That's ridiculous.
That's how much it would cost.
That's when you know it's not working class sport. The thing what people don't understand here is the football's invented by working class.
And
people.
that's me sitting in the worst seats. If I want to sit in the best seat, minimum $260.
Oh,
that's
£66 is up in the clouds, or we call it up in
And that's
up in
children.
heaven.
That's children. That's
Yeah.
like the elderly.
But
66
Arsenal
quid.
pay more than you. for
Yeah,
tickets.
but the wages are higher in London. People who work in London earn a bit more money in London.
It's stupid, isn't it? They don't account for that, by the way.
Like, Dan, you have season tickets, if I'm not mistaken. Our season tickets are one of the highest in the league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is, man.
Well, the
For
wages are higher. If you live in London, the wages are higher.
Inflation. I'm not defending it, but inflation is causing these people. Rebuilding the stadium is causing these people to ask the fans to pay more money.
No, I don't agree with it. I don't. It was the
They should cap
Glazers'
it. They should
management.
cap it. They should cap seats at 50. The best seats in the house should be capped at £50, in my opinion. Like how Bayern Munich do it. Bayern Munich do not, and actually not most of Germany. They don't put their season tickets are super cheap. And look how great that stadium looks. If anyone's been to the Allianz, you'd understand. Their cheapest seats are like £16 or euros even. It's ridiculously cheap because it says, yeah, our revenue's this, but even if you
Standing is 20 euros.
it makes no difference to their revenues. It makes no difference to their revenues whether they up it or not. Really, because
if they're upping it, in my opinion, if you up it, it's because you've been successful, and we've been upping our season tickets for God knows how long, and we haven't won anything. So why are we keep upping the bloody season ticket every year when we don't actually deliver?
How much the average season ticket now in Arsenal? What, nearly 2,000?
About 11. If you want the cheapest, it's about 1,100. If you want to get the average for it's around this, it's between 15 and 2.
And you ain't even seen a Prem in like 20 years.
21 years about.
Listen, we've not sniffed the Prem in 13 years, bro. Are you kidding me? We've not even gone anywhere.
And you know what the excuse?
And people are getting excited.
The excuse will be is that obviously the Glazers have put this club in so much debt, they need to try to cut corners in any way, shape they can.
At the end of the day, the Glazers have to pay for it. They have to do something else. They can't.
They're not going to.
To be fair, Liverpool are racing their season tickets as well, not just season ticket. Their tickets are Everton. So Everton, Liverpool also did the same, and Man City as well. So
stupid, man.
It's crazy.
And you know what the maddest thing is? I don't think protests are going to do anything. What happened to freeze?
No, at the end of the day, to me, I think we have to do a stadium walkout.
Again, that's the only way. That's the only way.
The only way.
It's the only way because TV rights and deals start getting onto the clubs and
because
all
the
this
TV deals think. Do you think if there's no atmosphere? Do you think the TV deals will be getting the same money if there's no atmosphere?
Yeah, no.
They won't be getting the same. They won't be getting the same. The thing what is about English football is the atmosphere. It's raw. It's raw. It's this kind of like rivalry, like entrenched, deep,
just
100 years.
Everyone's breath smells of beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's this entrenched rivalry that's going on for 100-something years. Because every club is over 100 years old, aren't they?
Yeah, if you ain't leaving a stadium with a little bit of beer in your hair or on your clothes, then you ain't had a good time. Like clearly, even if it's not in your control, because everyone likes to bring out their drinks and that. Trust me, you're covered, but you just forget. That's the main thing. I couldn't give a. I'm a Muslim, innit? Alhamdulillah. Like, and so are you lot. Obviously not Dan, but you don't care because you're not doing it. But it happens. I've had all of. It's crazy. I miss times like that. To be fair, it's just. But now it's just like 66 quid. It's probably not worth it because that's the maddest part is it's because the train ticket costs even more.
I just want to say one thing. They try to price out working class
Gal's mute? Is Gal mute?
Yeah, Gal, you're on mute. Gal,
You're
you're
on
on
mute,
mute. And
Gal.
you know what
My
the
bad,
maddest
my
thing
bad.
is?
We got over
You know-
200 people in the chat, guys. Do me a favor. Please do like the video right now. It's absolutely free. The guy's giving you your time at 10
Do you know how
p.m.
much
in
it
the
costs?
night.
Just because we want to get back onto the football. You know, the reason why I can't even get to Old Trafford, like Said's always asking me, but bro, like my ticket's like 55 quid. Then the train ticket now, even though now I just look at coaches because and give up that time. But I've got this to do, YouTube. But it probably all the food that I'm gonna
You need like 150. It's crazy.
No, you need. For me, I need about two. I know me. I'm spending £200 minimum, and I'm thinking
it's ridiculous.
it's like. These don't want to go eat at what's it called? Down what's his name? What's the in South Manchester? Winslow Road. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you one more. How do you get tickets to sit with someone to sit with you? Because for the Emirates, it's impossible for me to get tickets for my wife to come.
That's on our side. There's one that you can. It has quantity. You can do it, but it's not like.
I don't know about you, Dan, but it's difficult for me to get 2 tickets next to each other. The only
way I can help you out is if me and my dad can't go. That's the only way. Because I don't know how you get 2 in a way, man. It's just ridiculous. 2 together is so hard, man. Unless you know someone who can sort you out, it's really difficult, man. Really difficult.
There you go.
The biggest thing, what I just want to say that they want to price out. So it's the Americanization of football, isn't it? They want to price out. They want to price out the working class fans, and then they want to get the day goers, the casual day goers to come. Some of them are not even interested in football. It's like the Super Bowl. It becomes an event. Ooh, I just want to go. You know what I mean? It's like an event.
I've been to some of those events. I'll tell you this: no real fans can afford to go to an NBA All-Star game. Can afford to go to the dunk competition. Can afford. I went to a playoff game. It cost my friend 4,000 Canadian dollars for an NBA semifinals. I mean, Eastern Conference Finals. 4,000 Canadian dollars. That's his rent plus more.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb, man.
So if they do that over here, you guys are gonna lose your shit.
You know what it is? Because they know it's a global thing now. If someone they know
they call us legacy fans. That's what the word
is. If they know that you might not catch all the games, but they know you will catch 1 or 2 a year. They know that if you can't make all the games, it's so global football. Someone will have that seat in minutes.
But they also want to divide and rule, Cassie. They want to divide and rule.
I don't think Arsenal would ever protest outside of the Super League.
You know what they did for Arsenal, which I don't agree with. They moved. You were trying to build the atmosphere, and I know they get laughed at sometimes. They are a bunch of kids.
They got rid of the Ashburn Army.
They got rid of that, and it was growing. What? It's pathetic.
You know why though? You know why they got rid of it? It wasn't actually the club saying we want rid of the Ashburn Army. It's because they changed the balloting system for how you get tickets. Yeah. So they have different membership colors, which I don't know what you have at United. We have gold, silver, and red. And basically, the red and silver members now go into a ballot. And it's basically less likely for them to get tickets. So their Ashburton Army halved pretty much or quartered. So now you used to have all them black sort of T-shirts that they wore. There's like 50 now. They
went from 50 to 75 people to now 30 to 40.
So exactly. you're just having a nice day out.
So I spent one of your legendary players or a street behind near the Emirates.
No, that's what the ground name was before.
Oh, okay. So
Ashburton Grove is what the name of the stadium was before it was moved to name the Emirates Stadium. That's why it's called that. They've called themselves
the old Highbury.
No, the street where the Emirates is built on.
Yeah, so where the Emirates is now built on, it was called Ashburton Grove.
It used to be it actually used to be a garbage dump, no?
I don't know what it was actually, if I'm honest.
It's like your club then, isn't it?
Listen, it's crazy. So what they try to do, you know what they try to do? You know, we've got fans from all over the world who do their life savings. They saved all their life to come to Old Trafford one day. It's like a big thing for them. They want us.
I know you don't know them because this is what annoys me, right? We're in the same boat here, Arsenal and United. Let's be real. Our clubs used to be like, we were spoiled growing up, right? We used to win everything, yeah? And we ain't won, and we're nowhere near where we want to be. And I look at that and I think to myself, they're making us overspend every single season. And I'm not seeing that ambition that I wanted from my ownership. And I know me and Agawa disagree on this, but this is why I get annoyed with the Cronkies, because they can hike up these ticket prices, put all the merch in, try and ruin all the balloting system. You know why they do it? Because they want more tourists there to buy all the scarves and all the beers and all the experience, right? And it's the same with United. So that's why I get peeved, man.
Yeah.
But you know, am I crazy to say Manchester United, Arsenal, we have no divine right to just be winning every year?
Oh,
say that again?
I want to.
What do you mean by that? What?
I feel like the mentality of us, Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, the bigger clubs in the league, we almost all think we should win the league every year.
No, we think we should
No,
be
no,
doing
no, no,
everything
no.
possible
No, you
to
should be
put us in a
competing.
position to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, you should be competing. For me,
Mhm.
Arsenal, after 20 years, you should be competing. To me, the biggest thing, you know what the reason why I want Arsenal to get it overdone and win a league? Then I think then we can come back. I swear to God, it gives me hope. I'm like, if Arsenal do it, then listen, City are a plastic club. Let's not mince our words. They're plastic club, right? Liverpool, they're genuine. They actually do things. They step ahead, you know, with the way they found and they built a team for Klopp and everything else, and what they're still doing. They still try to rinse those players, the performances. You know, they're using the Moneyball system to scout players, all of that type of stuff. So I can respect that, even though I detest them. I don't want them to ever win. I don't want them to win a game. Liverpool, I don't ever. If Liverpool don't win a game ever, I'll be happy, right? But I can respect that. Arsenal, I can respect it because you do it organically. And you were before Man City Plastic Club took over you. You were the third best club in the country, the biggest club in the country. You still are, I think, in terms of fan base, right? But you know, Man City are doing what Man City are doing. So for me, if Arsenal start winning the league title, I'm like, you know what? We're not that far behind.
I think if Tottenham would have won the Champions League, it would have shaken Arsenal to the core. We were kind of lucky that they didn't win it.
Well, yeah. I mean, Ten Hag even got them into a final. I actually think.
Don't you think if Tottenham won the Champions League, it would have negative? It would have made Arsenal change.
You know the Champions League. Listen, I really feel like certain clubs have pedigree in Europe and certain clubs don't. It's just how it is. Like, so the idea of being Arsenal is like United were the first English team to win it. People died. You know what I mean? They rest their soul. The Busby Babes died. 10 years later, we're the first English team to lift it. Celtic were the first British team. And look at Juventus. Juventus played in 9 finals. They lost, I think they lost 7, if I'm not mistaken, or 8. Or they lost, there would be 9 Champions League finals. They only won 2, I think. If I'm not mistaken. So
you know, when I think about it,
certain teams, and everybody thinks about Juventus being the biggest team in Italy. They are, because they've won the most league titles. But the certain teams who just don't have pedigree in Europe. Like, to me, when Fergie, the way we dominated the Premier League, we should have won more. Fergie should at least have had a 4.
We should have won more under Arsene Wenger.
Well, that day, for me, that referee killed them.
We should have 2 league titles. We should have 2 league titles under Arteta right now.
Yeah, listen, as the neutral, I have never been pissed off to see that referee send Lehmann off. He spoiled the Champions League final, man. I honestly, if he gave him a yellow card, ain't nobody gonna dispute that. Nobody. Yellow card.
You would just let the goal go in and play with 11. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Just let the goal go in. But that, honestly, that game as a neutral really pissed me off. And then he got cheated with Van Persie. I'll never forget that.
I remember that.
Van Persie got.
I was at that game, man.
You couldn't even hear. You can't hear nothing.
I had no idea, man, what was going on. I sat there and I thought, he must have shouted or swore at the ref because he sent him off. And then when I realised what it was, nah, man, I weren't.
We should have won more champs as well, man. There were certain games where we just didn't. What is it? Leverkusen was one of them.
Dortmund. Cantona, there, the guys on the floor. Cantona fluffs his lines.
Yeah,
guys,
won an extra.
I still have sleepless
getting back to this era. I think Arsenal's banter days are over to a certain degree, and I think we're going to be up there competing. Do you guys think your negative days are down?
No,
not yet.
No,
we're not.
We've still got the Glazers, and now we've got a rat called Jim who's facilitated for the Glazers to be here, and now he's charging people 66 quid. The charge on Saturday was 66 quid. You're taking the piss.
Well, for me,
you're taking the piss.
For me, he's definitely putting correct processes in the directions of where we need to go. I suppose whether you agree with the ownership or not, Glazers got another 2 years until they have to be bought out legally or not, because they can actually say, no, you know what, we want to stay, and then you can go. They can legally do that. But other than that, in terms of the footballing side of things, United's got a long way to go, and it's all about the recruit. Again, it just comes down to recruitment, and really and truly, if United want to compete next year, they need to have the perfect summer with the perfect signings, and that is rare. Other than that, we're about 2 summers off. I say it, we're 2 summers off for having full Amorim team, because a lot of people are going by their contracts anyways, or they're going to get sold, one or the other. And the ones that might stay might just take the piss and want to stay for the money, like Rashford maybe. I don't know, because I don't think he survives. Don't think he should be here. I don't think Garnacho should be here. No, fetch a penny while their prices are high. Do you know what I mean? If they're not going to fit the team, how are you going to get rid of Luke Shaw? How are you going to get rid of Casemiro in his final year? All these other players that don't fit, how are you going to get rid of them? I mean, we said the same thing about last summer. Why did you extend Lindelof's contract extension? Like, what was the point in that? You could have gave a flipping a youth level player his place. You didn't need to get rid of Cavawala. Look at him at Villarreal right now. He's balling. For me, the only thing that's annoying about United right now is United on what? We're on 18 or 19 points. I think 19. And it makes me wonder what would have happened if you just decided to get Amorim in the summer and got his players now and whatnot. How many points would we have been better off? I guarantee it would have been above City and you lot. I reckon so. I don't think we lose to Tottenham. I don't think we lose to Liverpool in that fashion.
That's why Ineos wasted our time.
Wasted time. That's the biggest criticism.
I'm Ineos out from day dot, mate.
I'm not. I'm pro Ineos regardless.
Well, for me, anybody who facilitates the Glazers to stay here, Glazers never wanted to sell.
It's the only way to get rid of them. The only way to get rid of them.
To me,
you're
the
on mute
evidence
again.
suggests otherwise.
I don't think the ownership negatively impact you if they put the right people in charge. The issue with your club is they never put the right people in charge, and they kind of were content with.
You don't know Manchester United. It does.
I don't know
the amount of money that they wasted. Now we are scrapping. We have to sell now to buy,
and that's not Ineos' fault.
That's crazy,
and that's the Glazers' fault. Nearly 2 billion wasted. 2 billion of our money. 2 billion of the fans' money, not their money, the fans' money. They've wasted. So
this is why I don't hate
talk
the
about this all
much.
day and night, but I don't see it until the vultures go. The vultures are the biggest problem at Manchester United. Have been the vultures. I'll ask you guys a question: if Rashford becomes available in the summer, would you guys take him?
We were just talking about this. I would take him.
No.
Interesting. Why wouldn't you take him? Interesting. Go ahead.
I think he would add an element of another goal scorer on our left-hand flank. And he's as much as he's inconsistent for the last couple of years, he's much more of a killer than Martinelli and Trossard, in my opinion.
No, man, their mentality is all wrong at this kid, man. This kid at 18, 19, I thought was going to be elite.
No, but Arteta's going to get him married. He's going to have a kid, family. He's going to be focused.
Nah, man, I'm
You're going to marry Arteta?
No, I don't know if you know. All the players who come to Arsenal, they get married, bro.
Crazy.
They get married.
Havertz already got his wife pregnant.
Yeah, they get married and have kids under Mikel Arteta. It'd be nice if we got some trophies.
Sounds like Louis Van Gaal.
Like Fergie used to do that. Fergie was like, get them married straight away, settle down, boom.
Let me ask you guys about Arteta.
Unless you're Dwight York.
If Arne Slot wins the league, should we be looking at changing Arteta?
That's up to you lot, man.
Yes.
I would have got rid of him last year. How about that?
Listen, yes. For me, personally, I don't know the internal workings of Arsenal, right? So you two are the experts. But did he push the envelope in the summer and go, guys, give me
Sterling?
You know what I mean? No, come on, guys. Right?
I mean, they got him.
Did he say, I need better players, better quality players for us to get us over the line? Did he push the envelope, or was he just like content?
I think he's the kind of guy who, if he can't get the player he wants, he doesn't want to settle for like a second.
I want to know why Edu left. What happened there all of a sudden?
Yeah,
Edu's getting more money at Nottingham Forest.
I know, but all of a sudden, Gardening League, none of that's happening straight away.
Yeah, because the moment you have somebody in your club that's leaving for another club within the same league, you don't want them there. You just want
of course, because they know the secrets,
conflict of interest.
Secrets, everything.
I'm cool with Edu going, man. Edu was crappy.
I didn't even like Edu.
Like, I don't even think he did a great job. Some people do. He got Erdegaard.
Man was paying £3 million per players that were nobodies. Marquinhos. He paid £3 million for a free transfer to build a relationship.
Lokonga, Tavares, Runnison, Fabio Vieira. Yeah, the list goes on. I'm done with that.
I'll give him credit for Martinelli. That's it.
Yeah, fair play. But for me, if Arne Slot wins this league, if you think Liverpool have a better squad than us and Arne Slot is a better manager than Arteta, then clearly Arteta has to stay because there's no way he's getting ahead of him. But if you think Arsenal have got a better squad than Liverpool and you think Arteta is a better manager than Arne Slot and he finishes above us, he's got to go. Depends where you're at. If we challenge and we win a trophy, I'm going to keep him. But if we win nothing and we come behind Arne Slot by 9 points,
I think we know Arsenal. I think we know Arsenal.
I'm not going to lie. I'm one of Arteta's biggest fans, but I agree with that.
But your club's keeping him. He's having direct say on who your next director of football is. He is staying.
You know why though? You know why it is though, Kaz? This is where me and Igal disagree. I don't think the Cronkies are great because I think they're responsible for the lack of ambition at the club. Igal don't think they are. He thinks they're not the problem. They have not got the ambition to win.
Everything comes down to the owners. Everything comes down to the owners.
Are not the problem.
Let me just say this here. What owners? If you're owners, look at Man City. Do you think Man City are Man City because of how well Berkenstein and Pep Guardiola coaches? No, it's because the owners want to win by any means necessary. They're willing to cheat. They're willing to cheat to win the league and to win the Champions League. So the point what I'm saying to you is that, to me,
so we need to be willing to cheat.
It's like see your friend Dan. Yeah,
I mean Roman did.
That's how I put it. If you own a business, the buck doesn't stop with your middle managers or your directors. It stops with you. You point out a direction. You say, this is what we want. This is how we're going to do it. Get me the people who can take me there. And if you can't, see you later. Look. The best example is Ibrahimovic at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Every time you came, Ancelotti won the double. You're not challenging. You don't like you're going to win the league, see you later.
Best owner by far.
It's crazy.
And people are like, oh my God, you want 15 managers? No, I want 15 trophies, bro. That's what I want. Right. I don't care how many managers we have. Let me ask you now, would you want a same manager for 10 years or would you want 10 different managers?
Those days are done, by the way.
Give me 10 different trophies over one manager that stays for 10 years and wins nothing. Right. I don't get any of this stuff, man. For me, it's time to deliver. Get it across the line, Mikel, or give it to someone else. And I don't care who it is. There's nobody better than Mikel.
The argument will always be, who else are Arsenal going to get? That's not your job.
It's crap, no Cass, man. It's crap. I hate all that. There's nobody better. We've got to stick with this guy for 30 years now.
That's what me and Norton got. I know because I remember watching that Man and or my own kind of like discussion saying like, but who else are we going to get other than Tenor? That's not my job to go and identify who is suited for the club.
And I'll be devil's advocate. If Liverpool lose Salah and Van Dijk and Trent and Pep's Man City looks the way they look, Arsenal could be the best team equipped for next season.
Pep
you're sleeping on Chelsea,
Man City are not doing this.
You're right. I am sleeping on Chelsea.
Listen, Manchester City are not having a season they're having right now. But this is what I'm saying to you. Arsenal have to win this league this season. They have to win. If that means
you could make the case we had to win it the last 2 years.
No, I wouldn't. No, I didn't because Man City was still strong. I'm sorry to say, Man City did a treble in one of those years. Let's be real out here, right? They bloody cleaned up everything. So for me, I'm not one of these deluded fans. I understand. I look at your squad and I'm like, that's not a squad that's going to win a league, right? But I'm saying
your front line isn't scary.
If they go January and they go and slap some money around and get you 2 players, to me, the biggest player I swear to you in the summer, Tony. Tony would have been a guy that takes you, those games where you usually lose or draw. Tony, just him by fighting the centre-backs, by him just causing havoc when you get the ball up to him, can do something. So for me, Arsenal have to.
We're not signing anybody in January, bro.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
We're not signing anyone in January.
Your forward line needs.
If you're 4 points behind in January and you're not reinforcing, that's what an ambitious owners do. They look at the opportunity and go,
Imagine that time when
Well,
they got Jorginho
Right.
and they refused to put down the extra 10 million for Caicedo. It kind of reminded me when they refused.
No,
to put the
Brighton
extra
told
million
us we don't want to sell Caicedo. Go
down.
away.
They wanted 80 million. I remember the
No,
price
they
tag.
didn't. They told us go away.
I remember the price tag. I remember, and they said, and Arsenal refused to go and meet that demand. They waited, and that's why you got Declan Rice instead. If he was bad boy, you would have got both of them instead, like them and then Declan Rice. Then your midfield of that and Odegaard is the best, one of the best, if not in the world.
If not
Balance,
the best, yeah.
crazy.
By the way,
Crazy.
Chelsea are coming. Chelsea are coming, by the way.
Yeah, do you not understand?
Chelsea are coming, yeah.
I don't think Maresca is he the guy, but it could be the next the guy that's before the guy. And this is what I want to say about Arteta. If Arteta doesn't win the league this season, Arteta's not the guy. Well, to be fair, I can't really judge him on that because the Cronkies are tight-assed. I'm sorry, they are. They're tight because they do, to me, a club is not just about the coach and the players. It's about the owners. It's about what your money you're putting on the table to say, let's go and take this opportunity. Like, do you know the maddest thing about it, right? You know the amount of money they would make. It's like the Glazers. I don't understand them. Same with the Cronkies. The amount of money they would make if they were winning big trophies and challenging for Champions Leagues and winning titles. The amount of revenue, amount of craziness that would happen in terms of revenues. They don't want to put it in. They don't want to put it in to get it. They don't. And that's
I disagree. I think the Cronkies are willing to spend. It's just the people in charge are not spending it correctly.
Igal, come on. Igal, a coach comes that close, one of the best teams ever.
They're not spending it correctly, mate.
Well, how much?
You want them out then, Igal? You want them sacked?
I don't want Arteta sacked, but Edu's already gone, so maybe things can get better.
What are you going to say then when we get this new guy in? Let's just say it is a lobby, and it's still we're not spending. Is it then still a lobby again, or is it the Cronkies?
Then you're going to have to look at the Cronkies because I think with a new direction, I think with a new director, there might be a new approach. The approach we currently have is if you want to buy a car and you want to buy a specific model and a specific year, if that car is not on the market, then we don't get a car. We ride the bus. That's what these guys are doing.
So who's going to be your new director?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Who you link with?
We're linked with Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad director.
What's his name?
I forget his name.
Roberto Alabi.
Okay, Alabi. Okay, Real Sociedad.
If you lot content Zubi to come over, then I'll be like, oh,
you know what, guys? We have been going for a little while. I'm gonna get our predictions for the game because we kind of went away from the game.
That Real Sociedad, Zubimendi, where Zubimendi plays.
Yeah. Where Zubimendi plays.
Beautiful city, by the way. The food is
if we go get Zubimendi, that's serious.
We've got
you got Zubi and Williams, man.
You got Alexander Isak come from there. Odegaard was there on loan from Real Madrid. This guy has actually done quite well at Sociedad. The only problem I will say is they ain't actually won. It's quite hard to beat Real Madrid and Barcelona.
They won a cup, no?
Maybe.
What's the guy who played for France who retired from France and come back?
What's his name? He went to PSG, right?
Griezmann. He was there.
Griezmann was there as well. I remember Griezmann. That's the first time I saw Griezmann.
Started off his career.
Was there.
No, I'm talking about the Monaco guy. What was the Monaco guy?
Who?
The CFO for Monaco that went to PSG and also
Campos.
Campos.
Oh, the Campos. Yeah, we're linked with him as well. Yeah, we're linked with him as well.
But getting back to the game, guys. Honestly, Arsenal are favorites to win this game. I expect us to win this game. I do think it's going to be a situation where you guys score probably Rashford or something like that. You guys are playing quite well. I'm going for like a 2-1 Arsenal victory. I think it's going to be a close game. And I do think Manchester United are going to step up offensively. It's just defensively, you're still going to make the same errors.
We got a better, statistically, I think we got a better defensive record than you at the moment by 1 goal in it.
Is it? Fair.
I swear we do. I think. So on them errors are not really errors. If we're going to go off of that, put some respect on my name, please. Thank you. I just don't like predicting United to lose. I just don't. Just doesn't sit right with me. I'm just gonna go 1-1, man.
1-1.
I'm not looking for the result. I'm looking for the performance because I'm willing to take the pain now to the long-term game. I've been asking for 13 years to establish a style of play. The only coach that did that was Louis van Gaal, and I got impatient. And he's the one that I regret. Out of all the managers, every one of them needed to be sacked, and we waited way time because again. Dan and Igal, our fan base is sentimental like your fucking fan base.
True.
They think because we experienced Fergie and you had Wenger, they think, oh, they just get no. If you ain't coaching, if you're not doing what you're doing, if you don't have a style, entertaining style of play, get the F out of my football club. It's simple. It's absolutely simple. But then you got that onus to it. So tomorrow for me, I personally think Arsenal are going for the league. Arsenal would win 2-1, 3-1, right? But I'm looking for the performance. I'm going to see amount of percentage, the how we have. I don't look at it really. I don't think possession tells you anything, but I want us to have at least 40% possession because Manchester United don't hold on to the ball. We treat it like a hot potato. I want to erase all those things. But Amorim, you know the school of Portuguese football. If you can't win it, don't lose it. So don't expect us at times to park the bus. In times of the game, I expect us to park the bus.
Dan, what are you saying?
I think they score early and go 1-0 up.
Hopefully.
And I think it will be, what's his name? Danny Welbeck, who feeds kids. That's who will score because he always does against us. And then I think we turn it around and I think we win 2-1, man. That's what I'm going to say. I think we will show too much quality. The good thing about this game, our right-hand side is electric, and I don't rate their left-hand side with Luke Shaw and Rashford and with Martinez out and all that. I think Odegaard, Timber and Saka could have a real good time down there. So I think this could be a good performance from Arsenal, and I think we'll get the job done. Don't think we're going to blitz them. I think a lot of Arsenal fans are expecting, you know, like when we were down and they blitzed us 8-2, there's a lot of Arsenal fans want to get revenge for that. That ain't going to happen under Amorim now. So it would have under Ten Hag potentially, but not under this guy. So I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I don't think it'll be as amazing scoreline as what people are suggesting, but I hope I'm wrong, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up there. Big up Kaz for joining us, guys. Go check out Never a Foul, and of course Kaz has his own channel, so go check that out. Nerdine, I'm gonna be on your channel tomorrow. Dan, I'm gonna actually be on your channel tomorrow also. So you're gonna be live at 9 o'clock. You're gonna be live at 11, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow, guys. I'll also be live at 10. So it's gonna be a busy day, busy day ahead. We'll catch you guys on the next show. Love for everybody watching, and please do hit that like button, subscribe button, and check out everybody's content in the description. We're out of here, people. Peace.